Yes, yes. So I haven't made a video for about 2 weeks because we are going through some sort of global pandemic, and people are like stockpiling and completely clearing out all the shelves in supermarkets, and they act like it's some kind of apocalypse. We are in a really weird time at the moment. I mean, that's if you're watching this in March 2020, or maybe April 2020. I don't know. But if you're watching this well into the future, 2021, etc., then you would be like, oh, I remember that. Cool, type of thing. But anyway, I haven't made a video for 2 weeks, and I was thinking, what can I do, like, whilst I'm at home? Like, what kind of videos can I make? Because some of you might know or might not know, I work at a movie theatre and all the movies have been postponed, including the James Bond movie. It was meant to come out early April and now it's all the way in November, so I'm only getting 4 hours a week at my job because of that reason, pretty much. And I'm only contracted to do 4 hours a week, but usually it was a little bit more. But anyway, I thought of this idea where I get asked a lot of times, like, how do you do YouTube? Like, how do you actually do it? And I say, well, it involves a lot of kind of skill and equipment, but it doesn't always have to involve a lot of skill and equipment. Because, for example, I've been looking very recently at apps on your phone, like Android mainly, and of course Apple, and seeing what's out there, like what you can do, like can you film and edit on your phone? And I think you can. I know of YouTubers that do that. For example, my friend has a channel called Archer Adventures, and she makes videos about their life because she has a daughter that was born with half a heart. It's called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. And there aren't a lot of videos out there about what it's like apart from the very tragic, difficult kind of side of it. And they wanted to document the happier sides and their life in general, showing that it's not all bad. It is very, very hard to live with, and it's such a concerning condition, especially with this coronavirus thing going around. It's constant fear, all of that, but they want to show, you know, all aspects of a life with a congenital heart defect. Her name's Jade Marie, and her daughter with the heart condition is called Dawn Louise. They're called Archer Adventures. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Please go and support their channel. But they film regular content, and it is all using a phone and editing software on their phone. She uses iMovie because she has an iPhone. And it's all completely doable, completely fine. The video quality is really good. Like, they always export, I don't know why I said export their videos in 4K or even 1080p. Like, this, the quality's, yeah, it's honestly fine. Like, it's fine, like, it's good, you know. And it kind of is like that, really. And as well, there's a woman called Jessica Kent. She's a YouTuber, and up until about 6 months ago, maybe longer, before she invested in the fancy camera and all of the other equipment, she was using, I think, an Android phone with editing software on it. And the one she mentioned, I watched this video a while ago, so it's hard to remember, but the stuff she was talking about, I've pretty much downloaded on my phone, and I'm going to show you and tell you stuff that I know and have learnt. I mean, okay, I don't claim to be a videography expert. However, I've been doing YouTube since about July 2017, something like that, maybe a little bit after that, August, September, something like that. And that was after I graduated from a Bachelor of Arts with Honours degree in Media and Communications. And I did a Creative and Television National Extended Level 3 diploma before that, and I took Media in high school and got a grade B. None of those courses taught me that much about videography. I'd say my National Extended Diploma did, for sure it did. But university, I didn't do much videography. It was more essays, constant essays, magazine design, music industries. Yeah, I only did like one module on television. I did quite a bit of radio, stuff like that. But anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna get into it. I'm just gonna show you basically how to do it with minimal equipment and on your phone, up to the way I do it with my, I don't know, £650 British pound sterling camera and my £300 British pound sterling editing software, all the stuff that comes with it, you know, how I make my videos look good, what I do. For example, today I'm not using any lighting except for natural daylight and the spotlights above me in my room, and of course my fairy lights, because I learnt, and it's honestly learning, it's a learning curve. I've been learning for this whole time doing YouTube. You know, my skills have got a lot better from posting regular weekly content. But anyway, I have a lighting ring. I got it from Amazon. It was very cheap, no more than £20 British pound sterling. And whenever I use it on its full brightness setting with fairy lights, it washes out the fairy lights and it makes them look dull. I bought new fairy lights, as you can see, and it's the first time I'm using them in a video, just to see how they are. Again, it's a learning curve, it's trial and error. I'm now using this footage to look back on it and think, are those fairy lights amazing for this? Are they doing the bokeh effect, which means are they blurring in the background and looking like all amazing twinkly blurred orbs? That's how I want it to look. And it's all just trial and error, playing around with different camera angles, different lenses. I have a standard lens on this. I'm reading it. It says 18 to 55 millimeters. It's a standard lens, and I don't use any other lenses. I could use a 50 millimeter lens, but I don't, and I need to expand my knowledge on how to do that. So I'm still learning. We're all learning through life, you know. But anyway, so let me get on to how to film and edit on a phone. So I'm going to film myself first on my phone whilst you guys are watching, and I'm going to cut to this phone, like you're going to see the footage, and you'll see this footage as well. It's like going to be a cut in the edit. But anyway, so the editing softwares I downloaded for Android, this is a Huawei P120, like Mate P120 kind of thing, and it's from 2018. I got this phone in 2018. But anyway, doesn't matter how old the phone is, apart from if it's like obviously a flip-up Motorola thing, you can't obviously edit on that. But if it's a smartphone, then yes, as far as I know. Anyway, Kinemaster and what's that called? Power Director. I have those apps on my phone. They were free. You can pay a little bit of money to upgrade them, but we're going to work with the free version. So I've opened up Power Director. Looks like this. So I'm going to click create a new project to start editing. But what we need first is footage. So, since it's all on a phone, I'm going to film myself, and I'm going to talk, and I'm going to say stuff, and I'm going to have to edit it out. So on my life, I've never used this phone editing software before. I'm only used to, not going to lie, the expensive softwares. like Final Cut Pro X, which is what I use. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to just pick it up. I know I have an advantage because I'm a video editor and I'm used to all of this. However, I'm pretty sure that anyone could pick this up, especially with how savvy young people are today with using phones. But anyway, so don't use portrait mode. Use landscape mode for when you film, for the love of God. Okay. So you want to be filming yourself on landscape mode so your phone faces this way and not up. Because when you go to edit it, it'll be like that. And when you first open the software, it'll tell you whether you want the aspect ratio 4:3, 16:9 or 1:1. You want to go with 16:9. Don't be put off by these. 16:9 just means widescreen and 4:3 just means they're facing this way, upright, and not this way. So this is 4:3, this is 16:9. As simple as that. I'm filming on my phone as a test to edit. I'm going to say these sentences right and then wrong, and I'm going to edit it out and you're going to see it. So, I have a dog. I have two dogs. One dog is called Molly, the other is called Lucky. You see, I'd have to edit that out and do it again. So, I have two dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly. And that's how it works, and it's as simple as that. So this is just very basic. Obviously you can take this software, you can really run with it. I recommend filming vlogs, you know, when you're out and about. Stuff that you can kind of just do and have a good time with, you know. Okay, so that is now filmed on my phone. So I'm going to go into Power Director, press Create New Project to start editing. All it requires is project name and video aspect ratio. So as I've mentioned, 16:9 is widescreen. On here, 4:3 it says, which is like when your phone's facing upright, is 9:16 or 1:1. It shows you the shape, it shows you like the rectangles and the squares, and it's pretty easy to figure out. So project name, test, for test footage 1, and I'm going to press 16:9. So I pressed 16:9 because I filmed in landscape mode. If you forget and you film in portrait mode, which is upright, then you can pick the other option which I mentioned, but I've now forgot. You can even film directly in the app. But anyway, so camera, so I'm going to click camera. I'm going to click that one. So, okay, so there, I've highlighted it, and then I'm going to drag it. Is that how it works? Oh, no. Okay, so you highlight it, and then there's a plus in the middle, and then you do it, and then it goes straight into the timeline. So I'm going to play this. Okay, this is cool. So I want to cut that out. So I'm going to learn how to do that now. Okay. Let's try. I mean, it's not hard to use, but I'm trying to find the blade thing where you cut the footage up and edit it. Can't find the trim button whatsoever. This is crazy. Okay. So I've googled how to cut clips in Power Director. Select the clip you want to modify, click trim, the trim option panel opens. I have not seen trim anywhere. I mean, to be honest, if you've got an iPhone, you are at much better advantage because of iMovie. Because I started out on iMovie when I was like a young kind of teen, I guess. And it allows you to really play around with the clips well, and you can edit it properly, whereas this Power Director app for Android, it's not, it's just, it doesn't come across as that user-friendly and as that straightforward almost. And as well, when I was a young kid, I started off on Windows Live Movie Maker, which was free, and it was for very old Windows laptops. But that was basic. That was really basic. That was like putting pictures of my best friends up and their names and a song, and it was like My Best Friends or something when I was a young kid. It wasn't the level that it is now, but maybe you are. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe you are a young kid. I don't know. But, oh, okay. I'm going to rule out Power Director and I'm going to go on to Kinemaster because I don't feel like Power Director was that good right then. Because as I said, I haven't tried these apps before. I'm trying them out with you guys because if, let's say, you guys download these apps and then you try, you want to, like, you don't want to feel alone in this, because sometimes it can genuinely feel kind of lonely, like starting something new. It probably sounds a bit weird, but you know. Okay, so by the looks of things, these free apps, they run off ads, so that's fine. I'm sure you don't mind that. So okay, this one, the timeline looks like this, and it already looks a bit more user-friendly to me anyway. So let's get onto media, and then camera, pull up the video I filmed, and then go to the start, and then I'm gonna, okay, so resolution, it offers 4K 2160p with a rate of 30. Okay, I'm not going to get onto the technical stuff, but let's carry on with it. So, it's in 4K, it's told me that, which is more than Power Director told me. The audio, you can go on the slider in audio. Do you know what? I think Kinemaster is the best one so far out of the ones that I've tried that are free. Let's try and cut this footage up, shall we? Brilliant. So, all I've done in the timeline is click on it. So I double tapped the footage in the timeline. It's come up with a pair of scissors, which means to cut. Okay. So now you've got to get the start of the footage and drag it so the video starts when you want it to. So let's press tick and let's play that. When you first open the software, it'll tell you whether you want the aspect ratio 4:3:69. Okay, so I want more trimmed off than that. My phone, as a test to edit, I'm going to... Okay, so I've pulled out my vlogging camera. As you can see, that one's still recording. So this is what I'm doing. So I've gone to here and then I've pressed trim. Go to there. Tick. Say these sentences right and then wrong, and I'm going to edit it out and you're going to see it. So, I have a dog. I have 2 dogs. One dog is called Molly, the other is called Lucy, Lucky. You see, I'd have to edit that out and do it again. You see where I went wrong? So now, I'm going to play that and see where I'm at. So, I have 2 dogs. Okay, so let me
double tap, trim. But it's remembering where.
Is called Molly, the other is called Lucky.
Okay, so we haven't got much to edit off now.
You see, I'd have to edit that out and do it again. So. I have 2 dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly. And that's how it works, and it's as simple as that. So, this is just very basic. Obviously, you can take this software, you can really run with it. I recommend filming vlogs, you know, where you're out and about. Stuff that you can kind of just do and have a good time with.
So you get the idea anyway. So I'm editing it again.
I have 2 dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly. And that's how it works, and it's...
Okay. So you just have to do that, kind of. Yeah, that's fine.
I have 2 dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly. And that's how it...
So you have to keep editing it. Like, this is obviously purely just a test. Like, this is so basic. But you can really have fun with this. Like, I think this is a good place to start that's free. And you just keep editing it like that. So, I mean, it's better if you have an Apple product because of iMovie. Because it's the best one that's free that's out there on the market, in my opinion. But this is pretty good. If you've got an Android, this is pretty good. Pretty easy to use, at least.
I have 2 dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly.
So you stop it there, tag, trim that off, tick.
I have 2 dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly.
Okay, so that's done. So, if I wanted to add, let's just film directly on here. So, camcorder. Allow Kinemaster to take photos and record video, allow. Allow Kinemaster to record audio, allow. And now I'm going to do that. So it lets you turn it.
This is now me kind of performing an intro. So I'm going to go, hey guys, today I'm going to tell you my dog's names.
Okay, so now I've filmed this bit where it goes, hey guys, I'm going to tell you my dog's names. And then that clip there says, I have 2 dogs, one called Lucky, one called Molly. And of course they're not in order. So, I'm going to get this and I'm going to move it. As simple as that. So, let's watch the clip.
Guys,
Oh, okay, let's drag it to the beginning.
this is now me kind of performing an intro. So I'm going to go,
So then you get that and then you want to edit that out. So you go trim. Oh, yeah, so bum ba bum, tick.
I'm going to go, hey guys, today I'm going to tell you my dog's names. I have 2 dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly.
So it tells you like that.
So as you just saw, I was able to go pretty far in Kinemaster. So I think that's the one that you should pick over the other softwares. I mean, I've only tried 2 free softwares on Android today. So there could be a better one that you might like more. So if you kind kind of type in on Google free softwares on Android, or actually no, the Play Store, the Google Play Store, or the store that your Android device has, like the Samsung, well, it's the Play Store still, but anyway, that, you'll find a few and you can download them and see what works best for you. But I seem to really like Kinemaster. So even though I didn't edit those clips fully, you can see that they're in order and it lets you do separate chunks properly and it's clear. So in between there's like a grey square with like a long kind of shape, and you click it and it says transition effect, so it allows you to put transition in. Fun transitions, classic transitions, and it's basically to break up the video. So for example, I'll insert a transition, like a random one, into this clip right now. So that's a transition. It's like at the end of my videos, I always fade to black at the end because it makes a nice transition to end it. It's kind of like that, but let's press travel. Okay, no, not travel activity. Let's press powerful on stage. So let me get my vlog camera and show you what that would look like. So this is the transition. I have two dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly. So it's like that. You know, you can put any transition you want in there, really. Fun transitions, circle wipe, wipe in and out. You can choose how the wipe goes. And then, let's play that. I have two dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly. So you can do that as well. Audio. There is a few songs in here that are royalty free by the looks of things. So let's play one. That's cool. So it comes with a few royalty free songs. Oh, I don't like that one at all. Okay, weird. There's a few anyway. Oh, yeah, it's quite loud. Music. Get music? What? What are you talking about? Get music. Kinemaster Asset Store. Okay, premium. Oh, free. Okay, so there's some free ones. So this one's called Come On. It's free. 1, 2, 3, come on! So maybe if you're doing a fitness video or Moonflower, that's free. Let me just turn the volume down. My life. Oh, that's a nice one. Let's download that one just for example. So, okay. It even comes with fonts. Are they free to use? That one's free to use. These ones are free to use. And that one is. So there's a lot of free stuff in this app, which is good. Wow, okay. So let me get that one. Download. So go back. Now let's see how I can use these. Moonflower's there. So add, and then it goes across. So tick. We go. Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you my dogs' names. I have two dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly. Now I know what I just showed you is very basic, and you can tell that I'm kind of just throwing it all together, but if you actually sat and spent time on this, it'd look great. And I've put a song on that's royalty free and didn't cost you anything. I've added in a transition, and I've edited 2 clips and put them together and changed the order of them, all on my phone, and I've filmed it, and it's in 4K quality. Like, technology. It's cool. It's advanced a lot since when I started. I started doing all this stuff when I was about 16, when I started my creative and television media course. But anyway, the only thing that's a bit annoying is at the top right hand corner of the editing software it says made with Kinemaster in big letters. If you don't mind that, then yeah, but if you want to get rid of it, you will have to pay, sadly. So there's a delete button on it, and it says monthly £4.49, 7-day free trial, annual, so per year, £25.99. Now come on, that is a lot cheaper than Final Cut Pro X, which is what I'm using, which costs £300, which is it's a one-off payment, but £300. If you don't have £300, but you have £25.99 for a whole year, and you've only got your phone to film on anyway, then hello, why not? You get no ads, it removes the watermark that says made with Kinemaster, 1,000+ premium assets, so all the stuff I says to you that's paid, that you have to pay for, you'd get that, premium feature support, so if you want to learn how to use stuff even more. So I would do, yeah, why not? Why not? What, you know, I tell you what, if I had this when I was a young kid, or if I was just starting out, I'd love it. You could make short videos with this. Like, if you wanted to do a story time video, which doesn't take much editing at all, go for it, you know. Like, as I've said, there was a YouTuber called Jessica Kent. She started off on stuff like this, and she was telling very interesting stories about her life in prison when she was in prison. And then her channel took off, and then she thought, okay, I need to learn this properly, and she got all the cameras and the equipment. There's no point starting a YouTube channel with all the camera equipment, all of this stuff, because, well, you might give up after a month or a year, and then what are you going to do with the equipment, you know? Or even if you feel like you are ready to take that step and buy the expensive equipment, then you could watch video recommendations, people saying, I recommend this camera or that camera, and you could get it on finance. For example, one of my favourites is Emma Blackery. She's got almost 1.5 million subscribers, and she got her camera, her Canon 60D I think it was, on finance. She got it on a credit card, and she paid it off bit by bit, because she was a waitress at the time, she was struggling. So, if you really want this, you could do it for sure, like, yeah, for sure, you know? You could save up, you could figure something out when you're ready, but I don't recommend just buying the whole lot at the start, because you might not get past 100 subscribers, you might give up after a week or a month or a year, so, you know, you may as well start with something like this and just work your way up, you know, that's fine. So let's see if I can add text on. I'll switch to the other camera in a sec, I'm just playing around at the moment. Okay, so speed, this is random, but you could speed it up, so 1 times, 4 times, you can mute the audio even, so there's that. Just by double tapping on the footage, like the individual clip. And honestly, on my life, as I've said, this is the first time using Kinemaster. You can do a voice changer, you can make it sound like a chipmunk. Oh my god! Or you could put it back to normal. You see, so you could do a lot, like chipmunk. Hey guys! That's so weird. But anyway, so I was trying to put text on it. Let's look for that, shall we? Oh my god. Oh dear. Text. I want text. God. I'm still figuring it out. You can add reverb on, which is to make it kind of echoey. Wow. Okay. Layer. That's what you press. Okay, let me show you that on the other camera.
Okay, so I was just racking my brain for a while, trying to figure out how to add text on. All you do is press layer, and then text. And then you type, so... I love my dogs. For an example, I love my dogs. This is honestly just me playing around. And then you could pick from all these fonts. Like, oh my god, you could pick from all these fonts. Look at that! What the heck? Let's go with Sniglet, shall we? Excuse my dad's voice in the background if you can hear it. He's just come back from walking the dogs, just as I'm talking about my dogs. Okay, so that says I love my dogs. Tick. Play.
Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you my dogs' names.
Okay, so there's that.
Okay, so I've done that. Now I'm going to press export, because I just wanted to make something short as well. Typical. My camera battery's flashing on that camera, so I'm going to have to stop.
So that's great, but anyway, let me export this then.
It's exported and I picked 4K and 30 frames per second. Come on.
It doesn't really tell me anything. I'm gonna go into my camera roll and see if it's there. Well, it's called gallery on here, isn't it? Yeah, it's there. Okay. So now you're gonna watch it on my other camera. Oh.
Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you my dogs' names. I have 2 dogs. One is called Lucky, one is called Molly. Hey, so it's as easy as that. If I've missed anything out, you will genuinely pick it up so fast on the app, on the Kinemaster app. So if you do want to start a YouTube channel but you only have a phone, then yeah, you could totally do it. Like, even with Apple, like iMovie, I know already how easy iMovie is to use. Like, it's so good. Like, and it's free. You know, you don't even have watermarks on it. To be honest, because my battery's flashing on this camera, I'm gonna stop there. But anyway, iMovie's really easy to use. You'd have a great time with it. Kinemaster, I've played around with it today. I've tested it because I wasn't familiar with it. It's good. I urge you to use that. If you want like a phone tripod, you could get like a cheap selfie stick, or you could look for phone tripods on the internet. They're probably super cheap. Lighting, get creative, you know, wait till it's daylight. Put as many lights on in your house as you can. Make sure the lighting's good. And you should be fine with, you know, should be all good. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section down below. I will answer all of them, I promise. And I'll see you in another video. I hope you enjoyed that video. Yes, sis.